house at the end of Hollow Road. The porch light hasn't burned in years. I drove past it slowly in the autumn rain, and I don't know why it brought me here. The mailbox leans the way it always did. The oak tree's still too big for that front yard. The rusted bicycle beside the gate, still leaning like it's waiting to depart. I remember when the curtains used to move, when smoke would rise from somewhere in the back, when someone always seemed to know your name before the world decided not to come back. Nobody told the house it was forgotten. It's still standing like it always stood. We're the ones who changed and kept on moving, left it holding everything we could. The house with no lights still remembers every laugh and every quiet night, every name that passed beneath that door frame, every heart that burned there like a light. But the lights went out when the people left it, room by room until there wasn't one. The house with no lights still remembers everything it was before we all moved on. Everything it was before we all moved on. My grandmother made cornbread every Sunday. The kitchen always smelled like it was warm. I used to think that house would last forever, didn't know that homes could come undone like storms. We scattered like the seeds from an old maple, each one landing somewhere far and strange. And when I drove back down that gravel driveway, I barely recognized a single thing that stayed. Nobody told the house it was forgotten. It's still standing like it always stood. We're the ones who changed and kept on moving, left it holding everything we could. The house with no lights still remembers every laugh and every quiet night, every name that passed beneath that door frame, every heart that burned there like a light. But the lights went out when the people left it, room by room until there wasn't one. The house with no lights still remembers everything it was before we all moved on. Everything it was before we all moved on. Maybe growing up was just forgetting all the places that once held you safe. Maybe every house we leave behind us keeps a candle burning in our place. Maybe one day someone drives past slowly and remembers they were loved inside those walls. And for one small moment in the evening, the house with no lights doesn't feel so small. I wish I'd stayed a little longer. I wish I'd said the things I meant to say. But the house still holds the shape of everyone who loved it, and maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough. The house with no lights still remembers every laugh and every quiet night, every name that passed beneath that door frame, every heart that burned there like a light. But the lights went out when the people left it, room by room until there wasn't one. The house with no lights still remembers everything it was before we all moved on. Everything it was before before we all moved on. There's a house at the end of Hollow Road. The porch light hasn't burned in years, but I swear for just a moment in the rain, I thought I saw a light appear.